And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, boils and grills. I am again your host, Paleo Ever. With me, of course, is my man Paleo Penguino, straight from his Antarctic home. How are you, Paleo Penguino? What do you think of that first round?
That first round was definitely very entertaining, very serious, very, very stressful to me. Just watching such really good gameplay and never really knowing what to expect because you could see that they had control of the game on both sides. They knew what they were doing. It's just a matter of those missed opportunities. It's just those things as a caster you love to see. When someone trips on the sidewalk and almost face plants, that's when you come in for the kill. You kind of zero in on that injured zebra and just,
Are
jump
you
on
are
them.
you trying to say that you were hoping that Aporia Esports was gonna fall flat on their face on the concrete? That's pretty
No,
harsh.
no,
That's
I was
savage,
saying that.
Penguino.
I wasn't saying that at all.
That's
I was saying I enjoy watching those opportunities and those moments,
you're a
regardless
guy
of who
that
it
you're a
is.
guy that hangs out by the train station and looks for the wrecks. Is that you?
I'm the guy that has a toothpick in his mouth, flipping a coin, waiting to scam someone.
Well, with that, noticing the charts at the end of the game, we did come across something pretty glaring. Sudsy led Aether Esports' damage charts with 24.6 damage to champions, and you can kind of see maybe where Aporia started to lack here because Bengi actually led Aporia Esports with 12.9k damage. So Sudsy, the best or the most damage on the team of Aether Esports, was doing twice the damage that the leading damage output champion on Aporia Esports was doing. Right below that, uh, Ezreal, which was a dead internal, was doing 19k damage, 19k or 20k damage. So again, that's way higher than Bengi's. So I think that damage output started to kind of become a problem because Blind Goat was getting these ultimates, sealing in like three or four members of Aether Esports doing all this damage, but did not have enough to back up. We were a big fan of the tanky front line, but I think in the end that might have been
The downfall.
the downfall of
Because if you
Aporia
see here, the
Esports.
chart says 78k damage done by Ether and only 48k done by Aporia. Lack of damage, lack of missed opportunity, or lack of opportunities taken. 21 to 8 in kills and a 52k lead, or 52k gold for Ether over 37k gold. Just at 3 minutes, at the chart, according to the chart, at 3 minutes, the gold started to tilt downwards in Ether's favor until it hit at 15 minutes is when it started to spike downwards, and that was when the
That was the
items were
first
being
tower
completed.
went
That was
down.
the first tower.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. It's just,
it's
and the
huge.
biggest kill streak was really surprising to me was that the longest kill spree was the Corky, 10 kills without being taken down, and that was ridiculous.
He went immortal on us. He went all Poe Belter. With that, we're actually going to get these guys into on the Rift. They're going to get into the next champ select. This is going to be the second game in a best of three series. If you missed it the first time, the first game went over to Aether Esports. I didn't get the time of that. What was that? What was the timestamp on that? I think it was a 32 something. I don't know.
On the game,
Yeah,
it was a 26-minute game.
26-minute game.
26
So
minute flat, believe it or not.
26-minute game. So in the interview that we did with Sudsy earlier, he claimed he mentioned to our team that usually whenever Ether Sports is on point, they do about or they knock out probably about teams in competition. They do it in about 25 to 27 minutes in. Harder, really difficult teams when they're not on their game, 30 to 35 minutes in. So it would appear, if he is a prophet in his own regard, that they are knocking these teams or this Aporia Esports down in around the time that he said. So
I wouldn't really necessarily say he's a prophet. If not, this is actually a testament to how he knows his
that's
teammates.
true.
He knows how well and how good his team is against different types of players and different types of teams. So props to you for figuring out the way your team's mojo works, the way you can pick up these games, and the way you can kind of guesstimate, if you will, the type of time it would take you to either win or lose a game. That's definitely a lot of smart and really insight to the game. That's very smart in the game. That's really good League of Legends analysis right there.
Uh, Kinnock says he can compete in a 1v5 in a dank meme contest, if
Oh,
that counts.
only
Yes.
the dankliest of
Yes,
memes.
that does count. I think we'd get plenty of viewership just to see one guy fire off at five other guys. Just, hey, memes, 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 memes. I mean,
Into
a
the
freak would
chat,
do it.
raise your dongers, man.
There
Raise
you
your
go.
dongers, chat.
There you go.
Where you at?
We're gonna taking a look at this pick and ban phase. We are gonna see um, kind of the same roundabout bans. It does look like Aether Esports banning out that Twisted Fate, banning out that Fiora, banning out that Gangplank, trying to leave Pat on a very, very sustained tanky top lane champion like they did. Um, Looking at a lot of Pat's champions, he plays a very carry like champion.
Mhm.
Taking away that Twisted Fate off of Blind Goat takes away Blind Goat's ability to roam into different lanes and get them snowballing. Blind Goat was doing a very fantastic job. And so with that, they're going to take that away. Now, on the side over here of Aporia Esports, we're looking at that Nidalee ban. Like I said, we watched a game versus Paleo White, hashtag Paleo Pride, where he went like 9-0-7, something like that, something ridiculous.
And we
So
might be seeing that again. Oh
yeah,
no, and he fakes it. He
he
jukes us with that
faked it.
last minute switch.
He
Back
faked
to
it.
the Ezreal. Ooh, the tick taking that
They did
Ezreal.
take the Ezreal Corki option off the plate for Aether Esports, which is very wise. I commend Aporia for doing that. They do pick up the Lulu, which is able to kind of go hit there. And
Interesting.
there's another one of those utility champions, Penguino, that we were talking about earlier. With
Let's
the
see who they got rid of. They got rid of Twisted Fate, Fiora, Gangplank, Zed, Rammus, and Kog'Maw. Definitely a lot of Engage and Kite, especially with that, the Engage being Rammus, Gangplank, Fiora, and the kiting being with, Twisted Fate's Q, Zed's Q, and also the Kog'Maw, just basic attacks. So they really don't like to be hit too much. They like to control tempo.
yeah,
Like that's what I'm getting from these bands is that they like champions that don't overdo it and can't be overdone, if that makes sense. Like they don't do too much attack speed, and you can be one on one with them and last a little bit longer in the time frame between a 1v1 fight, if that makes sense.
so it does look like on the side over here of Aether Esports, they're going to take away Bangy and Four Sins champions from last game. They're going to pick up Callista and Alistair, maybe to say this is how you play these champions. So a little bit of possibly a little bit of showboating on the side of Aether Esports. I mean, Callista Alistair is a fantastic combo,
It's a
but
beautiful combo.
yeah, but I mean, but that all that tells you is Bengi and Forsin does know how to play the matchup. So this actually could work in the favor of Aporia Esports if these are champions that Bengi and Forsin are comfortable playing the bot lane matchup in.
Definitely. I really want to see how they adapt because it's the same comp we're seeing from Ether Esports, and it's definitely something I want to see Aporia adjust to or pick smartly. See, they go for the Nidalee. They're kind of hovering Nidalee at the moment.
Sure.
And another Poppy pick. Poppy was definitely a good job. It's just closing it out, making sure the 1v1s aren't taking advantage of, making sure you have ward coverage in the jungle so that you don't get countered and or ganked, excuse me.
And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the composition. I'm assuming that the Lulu is going mid now that the Poppy is picked up. I'm assuming that Pat is going back on the Poppy champion. And what we have here is we could have another problem. This is a late game composition, all except for Gable getting that very early aggressive jungler. Um, Looking at this, I don't know. You guys can kind of uh, give me more information here in the chat. I don't think personally that Lulu does a lot of damage output. So we could have another problem again where we're not seeing a ton of damage The only one that I really see doing early damage is, of course, that Gable. But I would be wrong if Sin picks up Azir and he goes mid lane.
If you remember last week's Rumble on the Rift, a similar comp with lack of tank was picked on the purple side, and we saw them just dominate because they were just assassinating champions left and right. They
Yeah,
were picking them off, and this is a very fast-paced comp. Now, I wonder if Aporia is going to play it the same way as we saw last time. And definitely since they got their comfortable jungle pick, I want to see that jungle dominance now. I expect that from them. I expect aggressive jungling and definitely taking both sides of red and blue's jungles, kind of asserting your dominance and leaving your mark in there, making sure it's an aggressive and giving those ganks to both all of the lanes that need them. But see, Ether did get the
like
Malphite and the Elise again. Wow. A lot of
again,
front line right there.
yeah, again, a lot of engage potential over there on the side of esports. Lexjet again getting on that comfort champ. I'm wrong. It's definitely a Lulu.
Whoa.
Oh no, it's Poppy. It's Poppy support, I think. Yeah, Poppy support. We love that. Okay. All right. So Aporia kind of adjusting their composition. Pat going Olaf into Malphite.
Wow.
So that is definitely a matchup that Olaf favors on the top side. Kazakhstan is going to be playing on the back foot in top side. So Pat kind of tricking up Aether Esports. It looked like they ban away Fiora, they ban away Gangplank. He picks another fantastic carry lane in the top side, and it's gonna. I mean, you can't. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but you can't stop an Olaf's Ragnarok with a Fate's Call. I don't think he can be popped up. But you guys tell me. You guys tell me. But yeah, we are gonna see Aether Esports again getting a very pick oriented composition. That Elise being very, very strong, and Lexjet very strong on the Elise. He played it last game, like we said. He went 3-2-8. A pretty strong performance. But I'm anxious to see now if Gable is going to be able to showcase his carry skills. Like Fatality said in the interview that we watched earlier, Aporia 2 has a very explosive jungler. And there's no Penguino. I also want to mention there's no like rank discrepancy between these two teams. They're
No, they're
very,
they're
very even.
definitely in the basic same skill set. They're almost identical, with the rank can say a lot, but it doesn't have to because you could be especially with at the beginning of the new season. We haven't seen these players in their respective um, consistent roles and their consistent ranks that they deserve. So that challenger one might have been just he got placed higher than the rest in the placement matches, and then
Right,
kind of just did his normal thing, and got back to where he used to be, as opposed to everyone still kind of taking their time.
right.
So definitely rank does say something, but not everything. And if we saw the quality of play from both sides has been more than equal. Just a matter of just League of Legends happens.
League
That's basically what we
League of
saw in the last
Legends.
game.
League of Legends does happen.
Yes.
League of Legends absolutely happens. So in chat, I do want you guys to weigh in here. Like I said, both of these guys are AE. But if you're wanting Aporia to take this one, tie up the best of three, definitely type in chat hashtag AP win. If you are counting on the boys over at Aether Esports to close this out 2-0, then type in chat hashtag AE win. We definitely want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you got. We got one AP win from Corgi Bebop. I love that, Corgi Bebop. We got another one.
AP win,
AP
AE
win,
win.
AE win. It looks like AP is in favor right now. I do see, we see you AE win from Roniel, Mezi, Mezi FX, AP win. Chaplin AP win. Again, a lot of AP win, a lot of Aporia Esports love pouring into the chat. We see you guys. I'm excited for this one. This seems like both teams are more apt to kind of gear up. That both sides have plenty of damage. Again, we're looking at Aether Esports, another pick composition. You got the Malphite, you got the Fates Call with the Alley, Bangy and Foxin know the matchup. They just played it. They know the
Mhm.
combo. So I'm excited to see this.
Will we see redemption or will we see domination? You decide.
You
This is going to be a
decide.
great game to watch.
Or maybe the teams will decide. I mean,
I think the fans have a part to play in this.
you think they do?
I feel like it's like when Goku put his hands up in the air and
Oh,
was like, "Give me your
oh.
energy," and then it's like, "Whoa, Goku, you need us. Let's do it." And yeah, that's what I feel is going to happen in this game. Definitely.
You feel like that's
I'm
what's going
feeling like,
on?
yeah, man, Majin Buu needs to die. Bad one. Has to happen.
I don't know enough DBZ lore to keep up with you in this respect.
Chat, come on. Raise those dongers. We need that energy. We need those dank memes.
We do need the dank memes. I can't supply enough of them. I can't do it.
Well, you can't cast and dank
I
memify, man. You
can't.
gotta focus on one.
Okay, well then I'll just focus
Either
on the
high quality
cast.
streaming or high quality dankiness.
Okay. I can't do the dankiness. I can't be as dank as you. I've been trying. I
Oh,
can't.
and Skaplin saying Aporia with a superior number of skins. GG, the game is won.
Aporia with the skins, with the skin battle. It's over. If only that was the only battle.
Oh, looks like they're actually grouping both sides of the jungle. There's 2 up top and then 3 on the bottom.
Yeah, it is going to be your standard lanes. 2, 1, or yeah, the 2, 1, 2.
Aporia definitely like realizing, hey, we can't let them into our jungle again because that caused problems last time.
Caused a lot
Being
of
very
problems.
defensive, being very aware.
Caused a lot of problems. And it doesn't look like there's any funny business going to happen either. Both junglers kind of playing it safe, um, except for Gable. It looks like we might see some counter jungling up top. We might see Gable finish his red and go into Lex Jet's blue. He is starting the traps first. For a lot of people that don't know that, that is it's kind of a better way to utilize Nidalee right now. It actually increases your clear speed, especially with the Krugs first time. As you can see, Gable kind of showcasing that for us right now. Able to make that clear very quickly and with barely any health loss. So those of you who don't know, watch Gable. He perfected it just nicely.
We're definitely seeing a lot more calm lane play right now. Definitely just some pokes, the usual, nothing too surprising. A knock up on the Fox.
Fox feeling
Fox
pretty
going down
tanky.
pretty easily. Hit with the ignite.
Feeling pretty tanky, but Bengi able to dump a ton of pressure onto Dead Internal. These guys do not have any qualms with just going at one another.
Oh no! But well, be careful with the aggro. The aggro it's a pain in the buttocks after a while.
I just noticed that Sudsy was able to hop back on that Corki champion that he just dished out 10-0.
Who doesn't love a good Corki?
I love Corki.
Especially Earthrider Corki. That one's super fun.
My favorite is Red Baron Corki, and I'm pretty sure that you're not. I think that's a skin that's like in the vault now. You can't even pick it up. I freaking love that.
Red Baron Corki loves like Hitler Corki because it looks like a German plane from World War II.
So Red Baron was a Russian.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he was a Russian pilot. Red Baron was definitely a Russian pilot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun fact. There you go. Learn something. You learn a little bit of history here at Rumble on the Rift too. Enjoy. Enjoy. Malicious Fave, we appreciate you sticking around. Thanks for that.
Love you, Fave.
Yeah, Kennerock for you too. His favorite Corki skin is a banned Corki.
Corki.
So, yeah. LexJet
There
does
comes
get a
the
fantastic
Elise.
cocoon.
Flying Goat going down.
Maybe, yeah.
Eventually, yes.
First blood over to I should be
Sudsy.
banned Corki. And again, LexJet making it happen. There's that early aggression. Dead Internal and Flubby Flub sees the Nidalee coming on in. Nidalee pounces over the wall and she's going to hop out. Just gonna
Oh,
kick
hey.
the cat
The
away
Nile
out.
Red Baron was the German ace pilot. Haha! I was right.
You know what? Roniel. I love it. I freaking love the fact that he knows that. I love it. Bath Salt Addict also.
The
I love it.
community is smart.
I love
It's alive.
I love the fact that I learned. I love the fact that I learned.
Let's see.
Fan.
Everyone's almost
Fan of that.
in
Oh god.
CS.
Wait, then what have I done? I love that skin. What does that say? That's terrible. That is terrible.
Italy.
Now I'm so guilty. Italy is doing a ton of invade. Lexjet is just
Placing a nicely placed red ward in the center of blues.
here comes. Oh, I can't tell. Did that go off? I didn't see that Sudsy really took any damage from that.
Everything's so subtle right now. Like, they're making big plays, but it's nothing like that pops out. It's just make a play here, make a play there.
Here a play, there a play.
Everywhere, play. Paleo.
You see what I was doing there?
Yeah.
That's right. Roniel history class OP. I love it. I love it.
Let's see, Blind Goat trying to assert dominance. I feel Blind Goat should play safe this time because
Sure.
you don't want to make Sudsy any more lethal than he should be. Don't give him any early kills. Don't give him early farm. Just take away the farm. Make sure the pressure's on. And keep vision. You don't want the mid to go away. Mid was the very first lane to go.
Yeah. Here comes Lexjet again, just kind of picking on this Blind Goat, not letting him really get anywhere. There's Gable,
Pat
though.
on top of Cascan.
Yeah, able to get a good spear, calling for the help from the Yordle to case purple. There's a fantastic Cocoon. There's a Pounce. Gable, both of these, this is what we want to see. Both of these,
Turning the tide.
both of
Blind
those
Goat trying
jugglers
to come
going
out.
after it. Wow. And again,
Cocoon lands.
Cocoon lands. Sudsy takes a little bit of damage. But yeah, that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see these two junglers, these two Goliaths go at it, and there you had it. There was a taste for you.
700 gold divide. Well, it was 700, now 600. Well, there's still 700. Let's see. Everyone's pretty much even at CS with, exception to Corky kind of out CSing Lulu early game by 20, almost 20.
Pretty, it's
Everyone
pretty
else is
far
pretty
from
much
court.
trying to, they're just in their lanes, doing their thing, normal.
Doing their thing. That's
Nothing
right.
too standoutish. We do see some red ward cover. We did see some red ward coverage in the blue side. That's just smart gameplay by Nidalee. I hope to see Nidalee in some bigger gameplay as the game progresses. Chucking that spear of love.
The spear of love. That's right.
I would love to be hit by that.
Would you?
Anyway.
Sure.
Nidalee, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's kind of weird.
That's why you go to Comic-Con
Oh.
for to find Nidalee.
Lex
Oh, speaking
Jet.
of Nidalee, it's uncovered.
Gonna get repelled on.
And the cat jumps over the wall.
Yeah, this is highbrow stuff. Was that a joke about a nursery rhyme? Sure. Was it also a Comic-Con reference? Yeah, it was. You can get everything here. It's fine. We have it all. It's highbrow stuff. You guys can't find that anywhere. So Dead Internal is gonna put some damage down on that bottom side turret. This is essentially they're almost, well, they were just a moment ago. Their CS or their gold lead was pretty much tied. Only Aporia, or I'm sorry, Aether Esports only up by 1K. Pat, this is a very different story. This is a very different top lane matchup that we're seeing. But Kazakhstan
That
again,
being swapped.
yeah, Kazakhstan again though able to stay in this.
Well, see, the Malphite, so long as you play defensively, he's a giant rock with he's just great at being alive. And so what he does is play safe, and you manage to poke him with the Q and play smart, especially against an Olaf. An Olaf who, if you go head to toe-to-toe with him, you're not going to win very often, actually.
Sure.
Let your minions do the poking for you.
That's right.
Those last hits coming.
We're seeing a little bit of gank potential. LexJet and Sudsy are going to get popped out. They're going to get thought out, but I think this is going to be 9-minute, 10-minute dragon. Early objective control. A little bit of AD power goes off. I think this is going to go off without a hitch. Yep.
What? We have a little analytical request from Kenrock.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Is it Kenrock? Yeah, Kenrock. Kenrock wants to know what what we think the thought process is behind leaving the Corky pick open for Sudsy again.
So I'm thinking that they were purposefully leaving it out because Bengi was gonna pick up the Ezreal composition. So I'm thinking that they were doing that and planned to kind of work that into their compositions. You know, Dread Infernal doing pretty good on the Callista play, but clearly that's probably not. It's probably not ideal for this type of composition again. And so without without Sudsy, leaving that open for Sudsy for the Corky pick. Instead of maybe getting some kind of assassin-y champion and then better helping this pick composition that was going on for Aether Esports. As you can see here, again, Bangy and
Flubby Flip's taking some damage.
Oh, wow. Foxin takes a ton of damage, and in the mid, we're getting
Sudsy in danger from both sides, able to get out a little bit. No, goes back in.
I don't know. LexJet
Blind Goat on the defense, and down goes Blind Goat.
Blind Goat does go down. Sudsy able to pop back out, doing a ton of damage. Down bottom side, Fox does go down. Back in goes the cow. I don't think they're going to go. Nope, there's a fantastic headbutt. There goes the flash. Flubby
the Ignite is all over the Ezreal.
Ton of damage.
Down goes the cow.
Here comes LexJet though. Don't count him out. Here comes Repel. He's gonna hop onto him. Gable able to return.
Gable.
There are these two behemoth junglers again. But Gable does pick up the double kill. Very nice.
Gable, you savage.
Aporia Esports answering tat for tat against this Aether Esports team. That is fantastic work. Now we're seeing
2 for 1, and we're coming back, catching up 3 to 4, and almost even at gold, just down by a short 800 gold.
And look where the kills are on the side of Aporia Esports, and look where they are on Aether Esports. 2-1-1 for LexJet, 2-0-0 for Gable. We're seeing this strong jungle presence on both teams.
This is a great game so far. I am enjoying every minute of this.
Ex-Chaplain Camera?
Chimera? What?
Chimera? Or Camera? Uh-oh. Aporia.
Oh,
Foxkin. Cut out here. I think it's just a question of who's going to
Spider.
Go to.
Oh.
Yeah, Sudsy. Picks it up. Sudsy getting kind of scary now in this mid lane. Poor Bangy. Shooting the cow. Here we have now a 19.5 K gold lead. Pat trying to do as much damage to the rock as possible. But now the rock's on the hunt. We're going to see a tower dive here bot lane. I don't think Gable's going to let that happen as he is pouncing in, he's jumping. But Dead Infernal is kiting for his heart's desire here. Now it's just Bangy, but Bangy is doing a ton of damage. All these skill shots are meeting their mark. Here comes a
Blind trying to get rid of the vision there.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know the gold right now on the side of Aether. Malphite leading the pack with 1,200 gold. That is not good. A fed Malphite, or not fed, but hungry Malphite with a lot of coinage.
Ooh. There comes the Fate's Call. He's gonna pop him back up, but Aporia is gonna give him the old hammer, the old buckaroo. Just taking a look at the gold here, spread out across. Olaf has a majority of it on the side of Aporia Esports here.
Aporia being aggressive, taking out the vision, taking the objectives, focusing on the towers, which is what I'd recommend. Focus on towers. Make sure you get the lane control. You win this game by destroying turrets and taking down the Nexus.
That's right. There's a fantastic Valkyrie out. Bangy's going to collect all of the gold from this bottom side.
Down goes bot tower.
Yeah, Dead Infernal gonna lose quite a bit, about a wave and a half.
Oh, and with that, Aporia's up in gold.
Wow, very nice. It does look like we're gonna have 3 bottom side. Dead Infernal does get stunned up against that wall. This could be a kill for Bangy.
Dead Eternal down for the Ezreal. Feed me more, he says, waiting to get revved up again. Blind, go get rid of that little minion.
Love it. Love it. Ooh. I think LexJet might be on the wrong side.
Lexjet coming in. Blind goat, not expecting. Here we go.
Looks like they're just gonna back
Where do
off.
I shoot? How do I aim? Says Sudsy.
Foxin is gonna go ahead and
Get rid of that pink ward.
uh-oh. Blind goat might be in trouble.
Blind goat.
Sudsy taking down the goat. And
Not
they
today, says Sudsy.
Yeah, and they
Not
might take
today.
down this tower too now, Penguino. I think they're all over it.
And they've got the Herald buff as well, so definitely a lot of minion power. With no minions actually on them, except for the ones coming in right now, the way coming in.
That turret aggro thing. They do. LexJet, though, kind of in a bad situation. He's able to get out. Gable runs.
And the top lane still is going sturdy. No one's died, but they've all assisted. It's like 2 trees hitting against each other. They just don't do much.
Which is kind
Get
of
a
crazy.
branch here and there.
Which is kind of crazy because Pat does a lot of damage as Olaf. Says he's going to pick up the package. See if he can deliver it.
Elise is just getting that purple poison. Dragon might go down.
There are no calls up top, but yeah, the dragon does go down over for the side of Aporia, but I think LexJet is going to try to answer back against this Olaf. We might see a Ragnarok play. I think he's going to end up getting away. He does get a cocoon. Here comes the package.
Oh, LexJet, Susie, and Kaz on her way. Sudsy getting another kill. 4-0 and 1 is the Sudsy with 150 CS. This Corky is going places in the world, baby.
Aporia Gable, though, and the boys of Blind Goat and Bangy is going to poise up to take this turret, but Sudsy does look like he's trying to rotate. There's a fantastic alley combo.
Great way to disrupt.
A little too large. 4-3.
I would back up. Aporia, Blind Goat, what are you doing? Go back with your team. You're going to die. No.
The big one does hit both Bangy and Gable. Gable just taking these things. Can't seem to buy a spear hit here.
Minion wave coming in. Now we focus the tower while you have a chance.
Oh,
Here comes Alistar. Knock up. Blind Goat under the turret, taking damage. Foxkin next.
Fate's call.
Another knockup by the Alistar. Go. Bangy, Fox, Gable. Foxkin going double kill by the Corky. Gable trying to run away, getting hit by the Corky. Sudsy taking a skill shot, misses the skill shot, and evades 3 for nothing. What a great takeaway by Aether.
Wow. That was huge. That was huge. Really just turned.
Very good gameplay.
Yeah, it turned the tide though. They are going to get tier 2 turret. Not going to have enough minion wave.
Take a 5k gold win and a 5-kill lead. 3 towers to 1.
They're not going to have enough damage to take down the inhib, but on their way out, they can definitely start warding up bot side and kind of poise themselves for rotating to that tier 1.
This is when Aporia needs to start warding their jungle, making sure the plays are safe and they're playing it safe, making sure that they know where their enemies are, making sure they're not being baited in anything, and controlling objectives. It goes to, like top towers being in shit. We cannot afford to lose any more towers.
Yeah, not now, Penguino. They really got to stick to it. And Blind is starting to fall behind. 156 to 113. He's starting to become very utility-based at this point. And then I think we're going to be back in Aporia not able to do enough damage territory. We don't want that, so... Feed him, please. The Lulu needs to eat more purple.
Pixie needs to eat.
Again, you guys, shout out, sound out for your team. If you think Aporia is going to win this thing, they were the favorite to win this game. Just as I'm saying
that. Bangy going down.
Oh,
Sudsy.
Sudsy 7-0-2.
Saji with the Blitzkrieg strategy, just relentless, ruthless, and aggressive. Rapid paced.
It's we're beginning to scale out a little bit here. Just kind of try to look. Maybe Gable and Pat are going to be able to pick up Kazakin. Missed the first spear. That Brock missed the second spear.
Sudsy and Lex are coming in from behind.
Oh no.
Oh, the table's turning yet again. Pat going down. Gable also going down.
Sudsy picks up a double there.
Undisputable Sudsy 9-0-2. 1-0.
And that's going to be another second tier turret going down.
Second tier turret going down.
Yeah, that top tier, mid tier. All that's left is third tier towers and inhibs. So Aporia is still in this thing. By no means necessary. Are they out yet?
There goes another tower. More gold to you. 8k gold lead. 13-6. Just double. Just a little over short for a double kills against Aporia here. Down 4 towers. Same dragon.
Just looking at the gold lead here. Corky, 10,000 gold over the Lulu's of about 6k gold. So about a 4,000 gold differential. So that's showing right now. It's really being quite evident, kind of what's happening here. OD Alliance. The moment you doubt Aporia is, the moment you doubt Aporia is the moment you lose. Love it. Love it. Aporia Pat trying to do as much work as he can on this Olaf pick here. They haven't, now, I'll say this, Aporia hasn't been able to group yet. And I'm curious to see what this composition does. Aporia.
They're in a tight corner, though, with Annalise. Fluffy Buzz coming in. Gets knocked out by the ult. Lulu says, sayonara, see you later, toodles, auf Wiedersehen, bye.
Look at this, we do have a 5-on-4 as
He's coming back in from the left flank in the jungle, coming in behind him, creeping in like a spider does. Lands Cocoon.
Yeah, keeps landing. I don't know that he's...
Great skill shot taker.
Yeah, I mean, he's
down goes
90%.
The tower's about to go down.
Yeah, he's hit 90% of these. So he's doing very well. They keep catching out this team. Right now, I think Pat might be on the wrong side. I think we're going to see a fight here in the Dragon Pit. They're going to have to make this count. It does go over to Aether Esports, but they're all grouped up. It's not going to matter.
They're all disengaging. They're all scattered, and that's why Pat taking the most damage right now. Pat fighting for his life. Gable's being chased down. Blind Goat goes down. Benji with the after the Lex jet. Wow. Pat dies. Bengi avoiding capture. Foxskin trying to run away with her life. Down goes
Foxskin, and now it is a 5-on-1 push for, or I'm sorry, 5-on-2 push for the second tier tower. But Sudsy is doing so much damage, just picks off Banky immediately. I don't think Gable can stop this.
OD Alliance, you appreciate the love.
Penguin, I don't think Gable can stop this push.
If you got the damage.
Go back and heal. Trying to use that massive amount of gold.
Yeah, thank you, OD Alliance.
Right.
We appreciate that.
Has to is just clear out the jungle, delete vision for opponents. Just group up. The split pushing is not going to work. You cannot fight in jungle. You have to stay in lane.
I think we're losing you.
So many misplays.
I think we're losing you, Alex. I think we're losing my man Penguino here. Audio kind of muffled.
Am I gone?
Your audio is muffled. Sounds like you're commentating from a fishbowl. LexJet almost gets a fantastic cocoon. There's a package. It does look like Gable's in a bad situation. Sudsy is legendary. 1204. Wow. Here comes TP. Gets out by the skin of his teeth. Fantastic Aporia Pat. But it does look like it's going to gear up for Aether Gaming taking a Baron. That's approximately about 25, 26 minutes here. It's going down very quickly, and I don't think Aporia Esports can really contest it. Lexin. Bengi trying to get the ult. There's another cocoon. LexJet might eat himself. There's Sudsy. Actually is going to take the kill again. A double kill. He's not going to be able to pick up a Penta because we don't have a Gable in the match, but he's doing very, very fantastic here. Passing up wards. Ward vision is not really even an issue at this point. 24 minutes into the game.
I am back.
There we are. There he is. There he is.
However, I am no longer in the game, so all I can do is scream and shout and say, hey!
Does look like Red Turret's going to go down. That's going to be tier 3 and an inhib. Looks like they're poised to... Yep, they're going to rotate down bottom. They're going to take another inhib, and that's going to stream in super minions from both sides. So, very nice work by Aether Esports. They've already approached that 10k gold differential. They're going to back, but it's going to be really hard for Aporia Esports to now come back from this. Once you hit that 10k mark, it kind of starts to get a little scary. 8 towers to 1.
Definitely not a friendly sight you want to see.
Yeah, not very good. Again, we're popping down here, looking at the gold differential. 14k on Sudsy, 7 on Blind Go. It's just kind of such a discrepancy there between the mid laners, one of your carries. Looking down at bottom though, 9 to 10k on your 80 carry. That's kind of the story that you want to tell if you're at Aporia Esports. 352 Ezreal, looking strong. Fluffy Flub's putting a ton of work with that alley combo, and it does look like we're about to try to push down this topside turret. Aether Esports posing behind it, not really wanting to get picked off by another LexJet cocoon. Or a Fate's Call, pop up and popcorn.
Could this be it, the final push?
It could be. Could be. Kevcan. Split pushes down bottom. It does look like they're going to take another tier 3, but not without a fight. Wild Growth goes off. Ragnarok goes off, and he is focused down. Fluffy Flub takes it from Pat. There's another huge headbutt. Banging goes down to Sudsy. Sudsy remains undefeated. 15-0-5. Will he close it out? Trying to get insult to injury. Kazakhstan picks up the Blind Go. Red Cherry goes down. All that's left is the Nexus, and this is going to be Game 2 and series
GG.
to Aether Esports. Wow, what a game we saw there. Just looking at the damage charts, Aether Esports in control of that game for quite some time. Yeah, that was kind of tough.
That was definitely a ride.
Did we lose you in video as well, my friend?
No, I just had to shut it off while I had the League client running.
I see.
I am back.
There he is.
Hold on.
There he is.
There we
need
go.
your bow tie.
Yeah, it made me lag a little
We
bit.
need
Sorry,
your bow
guys.
tie. That's all right.
I need to upgrade from this dinosaur of a laptop sooner or later.
There you go. So, looking over at Flubby Flub's Teehee LexJet MVP, I think, actually, I don't know. I think Sudsy going undefeated both games, averaging, hold on, just kind of checking out the damage charts. Averaging, let's see. Corky, 33k worth of damage. I mean, essentially, he was doing as much damage as his ADC and LexJet both combined, and still with some. So he any more than 3 players on his team. So I don't know. You guys can chime in below in the chat. Do you think LexJet making the plays around the Rift, his Elise game, 3, 2, and 11. So looking at about 19 assists in both of these games, um, more than half participation in team fights. I don't know. MVP LexJet or MVP Sudsy? You guys let us know. Um, just kind of let us know there. Aporia Esports doing a fantastic job though here against this
Amazing
team.
job.
A fantastic job. It just looked like in the end there, around the it looked like in both games around kind of the 12 to 14 minute mark is kind of where I guess some of those earlier kills from Aether Esports kind of started to transition. But I was kind of blown away by this.
They were coming back.
They were coming
They were
back.
going down swinging. Yeah,
They
definitely.
were really coming back, and with this, I mean, 23-7. Not a huge discrepancy. It was really just the gold. Um,
Hmm.
Aether Esports just having so much more gold in that mid lane.
Hmm.
It really kind of told a story in itself. I mean, aside from that, Gable's getting 8.7k gold in the jungle. Pat very much playing around Kazakhstan up and top, only a 1k gold differential there. Even the Poppy and the Alistair, Flubby Flubs and Fox Sin stayed relatively close. So it was just they played really close together, and it was just Sudsy was just getting so huge, and he was everywhere, all over the map, getting fantastic ganks by LexJet, able to scale in late game, as Corky tends to do, very scary. Sudsy showing a lot of proficiency on that champion. I don't know.
I feel like Suzy wasn't even focused enough. I feel like he was overlooked that even though he's like mid lane and just mid lane was pretty much even for a certain amount. The only difference was it was in CS, and then that one good gank which put him over the top and gave him a start. I feel like they took away the pressure from the mid because everywhere else was needed definitely, but Sudsy definitely in the long run you do not want to give him the kills, you do not want to give him the gold, you do not want to give him any edge.
You don't want to
on
give him
anyone
Corky.
facing him. Yeah, you don't want to give him Corky, which was a great. I remember. Kenrock was I think it was Kenrock or OD Alliance who I think it was Kenrock who mentioned why leave it? Why leave it open? And it makes no sense. That was giving him a really good not only comfort pick, but he's so mechanically skilled at Corky
Yeah.
and so great in the 1v1. I don't understand. Like I thought maybe in the second game they would have adjusted
Sure.
to ban it or at least take it away from him as another pick and then revolve a comp around
I
that.
can kind of see it because they did ban out the Zed, and Sudsy is also very proficient on Zed. I think Aporia Esports had the right train of thought. They wanted to leave open Sudsy with Corky because Bingy was planning on taking that Ezreal pick, so they wouldn't have that 1-2 combo with Ezreal and Corky. The problem is that he just got too fed. I think the Ragnarok Wild Growth kind of started kicking in into late game, but I think at that point they were just too far behind on the rotations and things like that. Aether Sports was able to, 3v2 in a lane or 2v1 in a lane or 4v3, and they were just able to out kind of rotate Aporia Esports kind of where they went. I know I'm looking down here at the wards and vision, and actually, believe it or not, the vision was actually pretty close on both sides of the fence. Fox Sin having 27. Flubby Flubs did have 47 wards that he threw down. 4 of them being vision wards, sticking around for almost 2 to 3. This one stuck around for about 5 minutes. So just a lot of vision game. But I mean, aside from that, the rest of the team played their vision game pretty closely as well. LexJet throwing down 22, but so the vision was definitely on the side of Aporia Esports, placing wards like every minute and a half. They had vision, so it just seemed like they were able to, Aether Esports was able to skirt around the wards and whatnot, and really make LexJet very, very scary. Not to take away from Gable, which was battling LexJet back and forth. Every time LexJet would show up somewhere, Gable would show up somewhere. Repels go up, pounces go through. Cocoon misses, spear dodge. It was just bing, 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 bing. I loved watching these two find each other in the jungle, and wherever they converged, just the rest of the team was like, we got to get in
We
there.
have to follow them
We have
into
to
the
follow the
fires. Go.
junglers. So it was like watching I don't know, it was like watching like Rain Over and like Amazing like going at it, or like Rain Over and Dandy, like you know.
Definitely a lot of action once these two started to take the lead and initiate when they were, because it was so much fun. You watch the spider come down, you watch the cat come up, and then it's like, okay, there's the follow up. Both of them just kind of creeping in, and then there was this all out brawl feel to it that it was just fun to watch when they engaged. But again, the utility of Elise was what ultimately led to either the very, very good and smart tactical disengages, saving his members, or the vaulting and then just stunning and then strapping with the nets, just
Yeah.
picking him out one by one. It was definitely a great job at doing that.
I mean, LexJet definitely hung out in mid lane and helped get Sudsy to that point where he was very scary. But that is going to be our best of three, going over 2-0 to the boys over at Aether Sports. Very good game, though. Aporia Esports really showing up, being very, very scary. It was a fantastic matchup. I honestly didn't know which way this thing was going to go, especially early game, pre 20 minutes. Like, it was anybody's game. The gold lead was very, very small. Really big ups. Thanks to both teams. Thank you, Aether Esports. Thank you, Aporia Esports, for showing up, doing interviews. Love doing that. Thank you so much to the chat. You guys being so very active. 32 viewers in here. So much. Sudsy being claimed for MVP by most of the people in chat, and the numbers kind of show it as well. LexJet got last time. Sudsy got this time. We love it. Loved getting to talk to Sudsy on another Rumble on the Rift interview, and loved talking to Fatality. And thank you guys so much for showing us so much love. Paleo Penguino, you got anything to say to these teams and viewers and all these fine gentlemen in the chat here?
What I want to say for tonight was great job on both teams. Definitely very, very intensive, very greatly played games individually and as a team. Always fun to watch and amazing to cast. So much fun I'm having with this team and me and Ever here. Always a pleasure, Ever. To the fans in the chat, I love you. Thank you for interacting. And don't get us wrong, we love interacting with you. And we'll
Love
bring
it.
whatever information you have to the table and discuss it. We
Yeah.
love doing that. We are here for the people. We are for you. We're with you always. And a shout out to our sponsor, Chirp. Be sure to check out the Chirp app. Thank you so much for sponsoring us, and thank you for giving the support that you're doing. Keep doing the good job, and we'll keep doing our job. Aether, congratulations. Aporia, great job showing the tenacity. Great job on promoting yourselves and just making sure establishing yourself as players and as a team. Good force to be reckoned with. Great job overall. Thank you so much for joining us tonight's Rumble of the Rift.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys, and make sure you come back and join us next week. We've got a special cast with rapid casting. Actually, we're gonna have a special Tuesday cast where we are gonna see the boys over at Supernova Leo grace us with a Rumble on the Rift. To be determined is their team. We're trying to get a couple of guys out here. We've thrown some names out there like the Bladed Kings and 9 Line Gaming. Also might check us out. Check us out next Wednesday, where Penguino will be. Oh, there it is. Penguino will be back with me, and we will see VA Esports with a pre-undetermined team. We're very excited to have all these guys on the Rift. If you have a team and you haven't checked us out, I am at Paleo_ever. He is at Paleo Penguino. You can check us out if you have a team, or you know of a team, or you just want to be included on one of these Rumble on the Rifts. Send us a DM, follow us. We'd love to put you on here. We'd love to cast your game. We're trying to bolster esports any way we can, and we're very, very excited. So with all that, I am actually going to be ever and out. And Penguino?
Penguino is flying out of the Rift, and I'll see you next time.
Later, guys.